Well,
the
that's the
Weber
thing.
night.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the accolades from the judges and Andrew Lloyd Webber was worth everything. Then you don't care if you're eliminated because like look at what they said. I'm good. I can live on that forever. And then you're eliminated with Gloria Gaynor. I mean, I'm fine with that. She was amazing, and I know her. I hosted Bette Midler's Halloween last year because Bette couldn't do it because she was filming Hocus Pocus 2, and Gloria was the musical guest that night, so I got to meet her and know her. So when I didn't know it was her the whole time until like, we were unmasked and then we finally got to meet and say hello after it was all said and done. Yeah.
And, talk about a Studio 54 reference, but, online, a lot of the people that watched The Masked Singer, there was Paula Deen was the name that kept coming up. They said Paula Deen, a lot of people said Caitlin Bristow. It was a whole bunch of like women that could possibly have a big voice.
Yeah. Paula Deen.
I think because of the corn and there was the butter clue.
That's hilarious. Paula Deen. Oh my God. Hey y'all, my sons love corn. Yeah. It wasn't Paula Deen.
It was not Paula Deen. But listen, there you go. Do you have any clue of who the harp is? Everyone's talking about the harp this season.
I don't know. I do not know. I have no idea who anybody is. No, I don't know. I don't want to know. I want to see it as it goes, like everybody else.
Absolutely. That's kind of how I feel too.
I'm a harpy, but I'm not a harp.
Everyone's talking about the harp. Well, look, it's a far cry from, your day job and just like that. I know filming has started. Like I said, we were talking, I live in New York. We've seen like SJP around the streets. Have you filmed any of the new season yet? Your part?
Oh yes, I did. I did a day and then I got a bunch to do next week. Yep. Yeah, it's fun. It's great. I'm having a blast. I love my material. Michael Patrick King writes so brilliantly, and all the writers. It's great. It's going to be a good season. It's going to be fun. So yeah, and I'm just glad to be back. I'm the luckiest boy in the world. It came back. I'm not lucky that they called me because it came back because they should call me. But I'm lucky that I'm part of this phenomenon for years.
Are you shocked that it came back?
I don't know. When we didn't do the third movie, I thought no, I thought it was over. But so yeah, I was shocked, but I was just like elated. Look, nothing, there's so many things that don't work out, especially in my career. There's so many things that have fallen through. It's been not easy, but this came through and at a good time in my third act.
I'm just as happy as you are that it came back. What do you say, to all like the naysayers, like obviously you're aware of all like the criticism when this show came out.
I read everything. Read everything. Oh, I certainly do. I flood myself. But luckily, I would say personally and selfishly for me, it's been great. But I think, look, a lot of people have their things about it, but that's the good thing. Everyone's talking about it, and it was one of the highest watched shows in HBO Max history. So go ahead, say what you want to say, gather around the water cooler, talk, bitch, complain, love, and that's what it's all about. And people were so married to this series and these movies that they have their opinion. They have the right to their opinion, but they certainly continue to watch it.
That's the thing. At the end, I think it's a strange consumer these days. Like a lot of people are just, I don't even know if hate watching is the right word, but it's not just, it's so many things. And people are so angry about what they're watching, but they can't turn away. Yeah, it's true. But, hate watching. If I really hate something, I'm not going to watch it. So, I agree with you. It's the same thing I say to my, you people, the online trolls. I'm like, but you listen to me every day. So,
that's right.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Are there any secrets that you would like to reveal?
No, David.
I didn't think so.
Here's one. David is my confirmation name.
It's a good name.
It's one of my favorite names, I don't know if you are watching Turner Classic Movies, but I'm obsessed with that station. I have it on 24/7. And last October, I did every Sunday with Ben Mankiewicz, my bromance, and we presented 2 horror movies. And this year, we're back every Monday night. It's the thing that I live for more than any. I mean, I love The Masked Singer. I love it just like that. But Turner Classic Movies is my game. And I worm my way in there like E. Harrington. And I got to do that month-long spotlight last year, and I'm doing it again. And I'm doing more next year. I love it. And we showed Possessed 2 Mondays ago with Joan Crawford, and she's obsessed with a man named David. And she's a schizophrenic, and she's walking around the streets at the beginning in no makeup. And she's just going, dazed. And she's like going, I'm looking for David. Are you David? And the bus stops and the door opens. She goes, is David on this bus? No, ma'am, he's not. Where's David? So David is my favorite name. And of course, the statue of David.
Well, listen, I didn't think you wanted to reveal any secrets here, but you can't blame a girl for trying.
You should absolutely ask,
And
instead, I swerved off an exit to something I really wanted to talk about.
Turner Classic Movies, The Masked Singer.
Turner Classic Movies, yeah.
It's all good stuff. Well, I mean, like you said, you say like disappointment, like and look, it's a tough business, right?
Oh God.
When you talk about things that you almost got or that you were in the mix for, is this true? Because I read this somewhere. Were you in the mix for Jack McFarlane on Will and Grace? Like, did you ever?
I auditioned for it, but I didn't get it. And I went to college with Max Muchnick, and he didn't give me the job. But who could be better than Sean Hayes? Nobody. So I got what I was supposed to get. And I don't think I was in the mix for it. I don't know how far I went for it. I know I was seen twice, but yeah, I don't know. But it was a great show. I watched it, and I watched it every week, not hate watched it.
Love watched it, but listen, it was the same time as Sex and the City. So like you said, you might not have been Anthony. It was pretty much the same time.
It was. Yeah, it was. It's true.
Why, I followed your career, like, it's not just about Sex and the City, like Steam Pipe Alley and like a little shout out to Men in Trees. I had the pleasure of having Anne Heche on this podcast.
Yeah, I know. Working with her. She was beautiful to work with, by the way. I had a great time with her. She was lovely to me. And that was a good experience, except for the fact that I had to fly to Vancouver every week. But, it's not that I love Vancouver. I just, I'm in New York, and it's, it's like going to Hawaii or Bora Bora. It's a long flight. But I had a good time with that show. I really, John Amos, who I loved. Oh God, it was just really, it was lovely.
It was a great show. What do you attribute like just Sex and the City? Like, the